The Acting Out podcast. This is it.
For our acting careers?
Fuck, what careers?
One of them involves a bigger penis.
Drink some brewskis.
I woke up at 9 in the morning and you guys were already drinking.
Do you think that maybe we're alcoholics?
It's not that bad.
It's supposed to be really bad.
Okay, well then that's just fucked.
Thank you for sharing.
No problem.
I'm gonna go kill myself.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that, but...
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
Oh, well, it's fucking pointless.
It's very artsy.
I guess, yeah. Quite pathetic.
You want to kick us off, buddy?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Acting Out podcast.
This is it. Welcome, guys.
Hello, here we are.
Acting Out means that we're review film.
Yes, acting out means that I think who came up? I think we all agreed on that name. I don't know who. If
Yeah,
one
that
of
was
us-
our umbrella.
Yeah.
Yes. Acting out, obviously double entendre because we act out in public, in private, and we like talking about acting. So
Yeah.
There you go. That's all there is to it.
we got a banger of an episode today.
Yes, Trevor, set it up.
So we saw a bunch of movies over the summer, and our schedules, as per every summer, are all over the map. So it's hard to pin us all down at once.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Fucking right.
Yeah, and so now we're sitting down and we're all taking our ankles behind our ears, and we have 10 movies that we're going to be going through.
So it's a summer recap.
This is summer. Yeah.
Summer
For those of you that don't know, when we got headphones for these guys, I got a label maker,
Summer recap.
and Dave wanted his to say DJ come. So
DJ come.
Yeah, that's it. What time are you spinning the hits, buddy?
6 to 9, Monday to Friday.
That's it. Oh, just working the Monday to Friday gig, no weekends? Okay, so we're going to do 6 minutes per movie because we got 10 movies. So hopefully that keeps us on track.
Yep.
And we have the running order, which we're pretty sure this is the order we saw them in. Now, could we check that definitely? We could.
Oh, I think that's right. I think that's correct.
Are we
Yeah,
going
it
to?
feels pretty right.
We're not.
Okay,
think it's
Trevor,
right.
read out the list, and then we start with the first film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you going to say, Shay?
I was going to say, should we just do it one at a time? But the folks should know what
Oh,
we're
let's
doing.
tell them all what we saw.
gotta tell
Okay,
them
so we have Until Dawn, Final Destination, Mission Impossible, Ballerina, F1, Jurassic World Rebirth,
Reboot.
28 years later, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Fantastic Four, and Naked Gun. What was Mission Impossible called?
Dead Reckoning Part 2.
Or The Final Reckoning?
Final Reckoning, yeah.
It was Final Reckoning, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
sorry, they changed
They
it.
changed that. We'll get to there. So we're only doing 6 minutes per. Now, the name of the game with this podcast a while ago was we don't like to shit on movies because it's hard to make a movie.
I
Everyone
like
tries
to
their
come
best.
on the movie.
There it is. And consensually he does. And
Good.
so we're going to do our best to navigate the things that we liked, and maybe we'll cross into some stuff that we didn't, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood.
That's good.
All good.
Okay.
So here we go.
So
I
we're
gotta-
starting
I gotta put it fresh
with
in.
our favorite first.
That's sarcasm.
Okay, see, you're already doing it. You're already doing the fucking thing, aren't you, Shay? Look at this guy.
fuck, I can't
What?
have it.
I'm still going to say the negatives about the film.
Yeah, well,
We're not shitting on it.
We're not going to shit on
I'm not
it.
gonna
Like, there
shit
might be
on it.
things that we thought didn't work, but it's a big swing or whatever. Okay, anyways, let me get the timer going here. We got 6 minutes on the clock and go. We're talking about Until
Dawn.
Based off the video game Until Dawn.
That's true, yeah.
Which we all played? Wait, has Dave played?
Didn't
Yes,
we all play it
played
together?
You fuck.
we all
I know,
played that game
and
together.
that's where, that's just
We played the second one together as well.
At like Dave's, I think in Pemberton we did.
Yeah, and
Yeah, we
then,
played Until Dawn and the Quarry.
The Quarry.
Quarry.
That was a fun one too. Anyways,
That was
this is
fun.
neither here nor there. So Until Dawn, for those of you that don't know, is based on a video game. The video game kind of plays like a movie in that it's one of those games where you play different characters and different things can happen. You make decisions in the game, like how many strokes,
Movie
or
was nothing
which
like
bathroom.
that and had nothing to do with the
It's like-
game.
And
it's
then
like
at the-
butterfly effect.
Yes, at the end of the game, it's possible that all of the characters that you start with in the game can survive. It's very difficult to do. Most of them die, and then you get different endings depending on who's still alive.
Yes.
So they thought, let's make this a movie. Now, I got to say, the trailer, I thought, made this movie look like it was going to be a slam dunk.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really cool premise. It's the main character is looking for her sister that disappeared, and then they end up going to this house, and then this clock on this wall starts, and every time the clock, basically they all die, and then the clock resets, and they do it again with the memory of what happened, and it's kind of a different horror-themed event that happens each time the clock resets.
But then the plot went just in 70 different directions and you couldn't even understand what the fuck was going on with the movie.
This is true, yeah. I thought it was such a smart move to have when the clock resets, have it a different kind of like, is it a ghost? Is it a witch? Is it like Texas Chainsaw Massacre style?
Except then they tried to explain some of the ghosts and characters, and then that meant nothing towards the plot whatsoever. The old lady that disappeared into dust, and she was on a respirator in the house.
in that scary house that I wanted to
Yeah,
know
it had
more
nothing
about.
to do with anything.
Yeah, it did seem that in throwing everything at the wall and seeing what stuck, nothing really did.
And then it turned out it was infected patients that were infected by the mine blowing the town up.
Which is kind of similar to the story in the video game.
Well,
that is.
They didn't explain it properly.
They got I'm so embarrassed. I don't know this actor's name because
And the water makes you
Peter's Stormare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was the Russian astronaut in Armageddon. He's been in dozens of things, maybe hundreds.
He was the man behind the whole
And he played
thing.
the analyst in the video game.
Yeah, so that's the same character from the video game.
And the whole hourglass turning time back and making them relive it again was never explained either.
No, and that's kind of the thing that
The doctor didn't explain that why that was happening at all.
Yeah, it was a little frustrating to me because they wanted to explain some things, but then not others. And I'm just, I just don't explain anything. That's fine. If it's kind of spooky or it's kind of scary if you just don't explain it, and this is just how it exists.
And the set pieces in the underground mine town when they went into were like as bad as like you're making a fucking student film.
What did you like about it?
Yeah, I was just gonna like.
Well, I
Get
thought
on your mic, shit.
I thought the acting was pretty good. Some of the actors did a good job.
Yeah, that's always
the deaths were good.
The trick with a movie like this is, I mean, it's cheap to make because usually you get like some up and coming actors, not household names, and so you pay them scale, and that can result in a mixed bag of what ends up on screen. But I thought everyone there was pretty strong. Like they had
I think it could have been a great movie. If it was simpler, if it wasn't so convoluted. That's that word, convoluted.
Good job, man. No, I thought it was. I thought the acting was good. I wish I knew these actors' names. But
well,
one of them was
household
bad.
names.
One of them was
curly
bad.
hair
Okay, well, we don't have to say who.
No,
bad
no.
one. But the curly hair girl, she was good.
Yeah. The one with the sister that disappeared. Is that the one?
No.
Or the other one?
No, the other one. Her friend. The
Her
curly haired
friend.
one was her friend.
Oh, the one with the sister going away, who went missing was good.
Yeah,
too.
If we keep talking about specifically which ones we like, it's going to be pretty easy to find out which ones we
Two of the
like.
guys were pretty bad.
Okay, see what I mean, buddy? Like, they're doing their best out there.
I know. I would love to be. In
And
that
like, who
movie.
knows? Maybe those were just the takes they had to use
Or
in the edit.
Or maybe they're. I think there was only like their second acting job.
I mean, that's crazy. That's good for them.
Yeah,
And
good for
it's like high stakes, big pressure. If it's your second thing, being a co-lead or an ensemble cast on a big movie.
And
like
then
this.
if you drank the water, you exploded.
Yeah, that was.
The water stuff.
And then
Yeah.
that didn't make sense in the end because some of them drank the water. Again.
Yeah, the explanation I don't think we needed. Again, the premise, some of the executions on those kills were great. I didn't love that at the end of the movie it was basically a setup for the video game.
The actual video game.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Show
Because
the
it kind of
cabin.
makes this a prequel,
Yeah,
which
That
is
was bizarre.
it's something I
but
don't.
also within who's in charge? Like who's in charge of that?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think this is an example of maybe too much of the studio influencing what
I
happens.
think it was
'cause-
throwing shit at the wall to see
well,
what
but the
sticks.
studio's like, okay, so we want to make this a franchise. So instead of doing the first video game, let's give a little couple Easter eggs about that first game. Let's do something entirely different, and then we'll make the second movie the first. You know what I mean? It just feels like they're dipping into the well
remember
too much.
it showed all of his files were on his desk, and it showed the characters from the game
Yeah.
in the files.
yeah.
it
So
did.
like that either exists.
So he was setting up the new.
It's either him setting it up or it exists in tandem, and this is just kind of going at the same time. I don't know. I had high hopes based on the trailer. Again, the premise was great, but overall, the execution just wasn't the sum of its parts. And there were some really cool things in there. There's some gruesome deaths too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the deaths
but
were not bad.
the one I was talking about when she's walking through the tunnel, so the mine explodes and swallows the whole town.
Yeah.
and she's walking underground, and she gets to that stop sign, and like the light.
Yeah.
It fucking looked like I was playing laser tag. You know when you play laser
Yeah.
tag and they have it like
You
at
know what it
a
reminded me of?
warehouse?
It reminded me of the Donkey Kong Country level, the mine level, where it's red light, green light, and the green light you can go and it lights up, and
Yeah.
the red light it gets dark again.
But
this is a Super Nintendo game.
It was a set. Like it was such a set. It was.
yeah.
It was like, whoa.
I mean, they did what they could with what they had, I
But
suppose.
then don't even do that. Don't even go into the mine.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like if you can only do it half-assed,
Yeah, then
or
don't-
like you can't get it to where you want it to be, you can't fix that shit in post.
No, they could have had it where they just fell into the ground and they were in the psychiatric ward, and that was
Exactly.
Okay, that was
Will
6
there be a
minutes.
sequel?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
So I just wanted to end on that.
everything's gone streaming. So, did you guys see that Warner Brothers is being bought by Paramount?
it. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wait.
We'll get to that. No,
Okay.
well, maybe not today.
Next
but
film, 6 minutes.
Yeah, 6
Huge.
minutes.
We
Yeah.
gotta go.
Well, they're putting it off. Final Destination. This one's called Bloodlines, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was not, and still I'm not, really familiar with the Final Destinations franchise. This is what, the 7th, 8th movie?
I've seen them all.
Fifth?
Sixth.
Sixth. Okay.
I've seen them all, and I'm
Okay,
fairly
so
familiar.
you two are much more of experts than I am. So the Final Destination movies, the premise of these movies is...
Sorry, Jay.
They get a premonition. Like the main characters of every movie get a premonition of like them all dying in a disaster, and they manage to cheat it because one of them gets the premonition, and then it's like death following them.
Okay, so Death's pissed off that
They've cheated him.
I was going to have your soul, and now you...
Yeah. So, and this one is the start. This triggered all other Final Destinations.
So this is the one. So we go back in time.
So
here
all the
with
ends. So it took place in the what was it? The 40s,
I think maybe 50s.
50s.
That
So-
opening sequence, by the way, of this movie was phenomenal.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought.
yeah.
I thought it
good,
was
yeah.
so well done. It's the revolving restaurant.
Everyone she saved in that revolving restaurant, their lineage all led up to
Right.
Final Destination 1.
Right. Okay. So basically, the movie kicks off. It's a revolving restaurant, and shit goes sideways pretty quick.
And one girl has a premonition.
And she ends up
the start
saving
of the whole
saving
chain of events.
a decent amount of people, and so Death has been cheated. So now, like their kids and their kids' kids, none of them should exist, but they do.
Yeah.
And so now that's what these movies end up leading into. So it's kind of like they're basically backfilling the story and retroactively telling us how it all happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
or
thought
how it started.
Yeah, I thought it was a good premise.
On that, Mike Shea.
Yeah, I thought it was a good
I
premise.
thought it was
too.
a good premise.
Again, great premise.
the-
And the opening sequence had me. Like, I'm not familiar with these movies. We watched one, like the first one maybe,
just thought-
together.
Yeah, we watched the first
and then
one.
I thought, like, oh, this is a really smart way to do it. And the execution of that sequence, too. It felt long. Like, it felt almost like a short film
Yeah.
in and of itself. And I thought that was amazing. I thought it was really well
and
done.
then the
that.
wheels kind of fell off.
So in Death's effort to kill some people, some wheels fell off.
It turned into a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah. Can you say more about what you mean by that?
Like the production, the acting, the sets was all like I'm watching a Hallmark film.
Yeah, the backyard stuff. With
That was
like
so
the
bad.
glass and the punch or whatever it was.
And the dad like, "Hey kids, how time
The
for a
trampoline.
barbecue?"
Yeah, it was not. It was bizarre. It did feel like I was watching someone pitching that they want to direct a final. Or I don't want to shit on the director. Sorry,
It was like
felt
a
it felt
fan-made movie.
Yeah, it felt like it was made by fans, and it was a pitch, and like this is what we would do if you gave us a bigger budget and some guidance. We could make this into something great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's funny because the writers apparently are huge fans of the original movies.
Okay.
So yeah,
I mean, and like some of the way that like the killings happen, and then bringing back what's his face.
Oh, the mortician.
Yeah, bringing him back for a
He passed
bit.
away right after.
Yeah,
it.
R.I.P..
yeah. I thought there were some really cool moments and I could tell that they were nods to the franchise without
Oh, there was a lot of nods.
needing to be.
Some of their deaths were deaths that already happened in the earlier ones.
So like I could appreciate that. Not familiar with the franchise, still looking at it and be like, oh, like these are really cool nods for diehard fans. But I'm also, I don't feel
It
removed.
did really
from,
well too, didn't it?
it did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like their two deaths at the end were deaths
The-
from the second one.
The two deaths at the end are probably like
The
that.
logs from the train coming off.
Yeah, but like even the way it looked like bad CGI.
terrible.
It looked like ChatGPT version 2 ran a filter and was like just like it looks like they ran out of money for visual effects by
And
the end.
some of the acting was just abysmal.
Okay.
No, like I'm talking like
Yeah, but this is what I thought going in before we went to film school where we all met. I was like, there's good actors and there's bad actors. And what
no, it wasn't even that they're bad. It was like they chose.
the delivery and
Yeah, it was like they're really inexperienced.
yeah, and what I kind of learned too, though, is that a lot of it gets controlled in the edit. Like they could deliver a line, the director could be like, "I want you to say it this way. I want you to do that," or like, "Oh, he got a cup in the wrong hand for that take. We got to go with the other take that's not as good." But
The family members were.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it does. It is. There were moments in that movie without naming names where I went, "How did you get that?
Yeah.
And how can I not get a fucking like $1,000 paid commercial for
Yeah,
an
and
audition
this
that
guy-
I go on?"
Acting in a major motion picture.
the guy who played the rocker guy, he was good though, right?
He was good. I saw that guy.
Yeah, he's from here.
He was
right?
eating at the
here.
restaurant in my building.
Oh yeah, did
On
you
the
put
deck-
glass
on
in
the
his
deck.
food?
No, I didn't say anything.
Wait,
Okay.
at Como?
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
why don't we tell people more about where we record and Dave's
Yeah.
address?
Yeah, oops.
Yeah, I thought it was decent. I get why it made a lot of money. I mean, horror movies always make a lot of money because the budgets are usually
I
small.
think people like
which,
seeing terrible things happen.
well,
Yeah,
and
I love it.
And you attach a name to it, you make it part of a franchise. Then it's like, oh fuck, I kind of know what that movie's about without having to know anyone in it or anything more about it than the Final Destination name, yeah, I'll go fucking check that out. It's a great way to
Yeah,
kill
also
an
it was the
afternoon.
origin of it. So yeah, it was explaining. It was literally explaining all the movies.
Yeah, why can't death just fucking chill?
Well,
Like the whole premise of this is death is an entity that's like, wait a minute, I should have had you, so now I'm going to. It's like, well, maybe open yourself up to some new opportunities. Maybe you didn't get that one, but maybe because of that, they're gonna have a kid, and you can kill that kid in some really cool way. I don't know.
That's what actually happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but maybe why is Death upset about it? I'm just like, do you
It was
roll with
stupid that the
punches?
one that did the original premonition lived in the fucking fortress home in the woods with like.
Well, how else would you
Trap set
How
up.
else would you live if you had this premonition of people dying? That's exactly. I want to live. I don't even get premonitions of people dying, and I want to live in the woods with a bunch of traps around my house so no one can come see me.
That's good, yeah. And some of the
That's good. Yeah.
some of the decision making was horrible too, like what they were.
Well,
doing.
that's
It's like,
every horror movie, man. You need
These were so dumb,
but
though.
you need people to make bad decisions in movies like that to get the outcome the audience wants to see.
And I feel like a lot of the time people do make bad decisions.
Of course
when
they
they're
do.
scared.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah.
We're walking examples of bad decisions. Look at our parents, walking examples of bad decisions. We're here. I'm just saying. I'm just, I throw it out there. Everyone makes bad decisions. You just hope you do what you can. Yeah, it was okay. Would you guys see another one?
I would, yeah.
Oh, I would, yeah, just for the sake of its Final Destination.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So good job, Final Destination. You did it. You didn't alienate from the franchise. Okay, now the next one, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Let me start my timer here. Okay, so this one is part 2. Originally, it was Dead Reckoning Part 1 and Dead Reckoning Part 2, and then the space between the movies in terms of release dates kept growing, and they changed this one from Dead Reckoning Part 2 to Final Reckoning.
I kind of like that decision too because it makes it feel more like a standalone.
Yes, it does. Although it very much is. Yeah, and I think, look,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No. What are you saying?
No. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say that this franchise to me is like it is so up there in the pantheon of maybe
Well, they try to one up themselves every film.
Well, but I was going to say maybe pound for pound the best franchise that exists in terms of each movie is standalone but builds upon what it had before, and they pull out all the stops. Like Tom Cruise, I think if I met him in public or in person, I would be very
appreciative.
Hard.
well, yeah, both those things. But I think it would be very kind of weird for me because I've seen so much of his personal life and what he's doing, and I'm just like, I don't know how to. I don't know what version of Tom Cruise I'm going to get, but you put that man in front of a camera and you shoot a movie, I am there opening day because I
I'd
don't
say
know.
You excited me so much with those films, like your couch scene on Oprah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Every
I love her.
Every time I hear a new Tom Cruise movie is coming out, I jump on my couch. And I'm like, I love him. I love him. It's phenomenal.
Oh, God.
Because that guy works his fucking ass off to make the best movie he can, and it shows. And I think
Now that being said,
the double-edged sword of that with this franchise is how do you end it?
Yes.
And it like how do you continually top yourself?
right away I felt like they tried too hard to explain the entire franchise with flashback
Connect
callbacks.
everything.
And, yeah.
I really loved the connective tissue between all of them. You notice how they didn't talk about Mission Impossible 2
No,
at
I
all?
loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it
That's
too.
good.
Yeah.
I loved it too. It was like every new scene was him first explaining for 10 minutes why they're doing this.
Yeah, this is the opposite of Final Destination in that if you don't know the franchise, it's going to be a lesser experience for you just watching this as a standalone
I know.
film.
I watched
feel like
quite
that
a
hurt
few
them,
of
though.
I watched quite a few of them for the first time before this one, and I'm so glad I did. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Which I love because then it's like, well, if you're a fan of this franchise, this movie is for you. I think the thing that really hurt them or hurt this movie, again, I really enjoyed it, but it did leave me walking away it felt like there was still some stuff left on the table. And I don't think that's anyone's fault because COVID really fucked with the production of these two movies. This was supposed to be shot in tandem with Dead Reckoning Part 1, which is now just called Dead Reckoning, I guess. They were supposed to be shot in tandem. I don't know if they were supposed to be interchanged or if it was just a back-to-back shoot. I think it was supposed to be a back-to-back shoot. And then COVID really fucked things up. Then they had a longer break. Then they reconfigured some stuff with the script. And it just felt to me like this... Like the train had already left the station, and now we have to lay down tracks, not immediately, but maybe with not as much intention as anyone would have wanted. if they had more time and more lead up. I mean, Tom Cruise is getting up there in years too, so there's also a bit of a ticking clock in terms of how long can he keep putting himself on the line in like the extreme physical ways he does for these movies.
How long is he too?
He's like 64.
I think he's like 60, 62, 64, something like that. Yeah,
wild.
and he looks incredible. Like this, like the submarine sequence. I really
that was
loved.
good. That was really good.
And it wasn't necessarily because holy shit, Tom Cruise is holding his breath. I loved that part because it was silent.
I like how they went.
It was like there was no explosions, there was no dialogue. It was just you're watching him maneuver his way through this sinking nuclear sub, and it's just it created this stillness that I don't think you get a lot, especially in this kind of movie, which I really appreciated. It really made you focus because everything is so dialogue driven now. Because I mean, we've talked about this. Netflix has that mandate for their writers where they want it to be a 2-screen experience. What that means is they don't want people to like have a second screen where they're getting info about the movie. They know that people are scrolling their phones, and they want the dialogue to at least make sure that if someone's not looking at the screen,
dumbing down film.
Yes, they understand what's going on, and I love that this did not do that.
Yes,
it did move at a breakneck pace, but the payoffs, I think, if you love the franchise, were extraordinary. Like having
and that Dunlow guy,
Dunlow from the I was about to say, having Dunlow from the very first movie,
service.
and like. Everything kind of happens for a reason, and the tagline or part of the trailer was all of your decisions have led up to this, and that part they really paid off on. I thought like that part was really demonstrated in the movie how all of these decisions through all of these moments that we've seen in each of the other movies, it was huge payoff in a lot of really fun ways.
It was still action packed too. Everything was Mission Impossible.
It's just when I think the last one a bit, The Dead Reckoning, and this one, Tom Cruise's stunts, like we've reached a point where it's just like it's just insane. So it's become so incredible to watch him do things that it almost neuters the spectacle or the or being awestruck by what he's able to do. Because like, well, of course he can. We've seen him do this other stuff.
Good point.
And so it works against
the
them
final
a bit.
scene where he was on that plane.
That
was really happening.
That's true because Ghost Protocol when he did the bird.
When he
I remember that being a huge moment because it was the first time he did such a crazy stunt.
Well, I thought his craziest stunt was hanging onto the edge of that plane.
I was going to say that Rogue Nation, the next movie.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Rogue Nation?
Yeah.
I remember that I didn't even know that was coming out, and I was in the movie, and I was like, "There's a Mission Impossible coming out," and it showed that.
Yeah, and he's saying off. And then I think for me, the best movie in the franchise for me is Fallout, and that Halo jump.
I might say that too.
That Halo jump from the sixth movie. That to me, I still think about it sometimes and it blows my mind. I'm like, that to me is the most incredible stunt I think that they've filmed. Also, shout out to the camera guy that was running backwards to capture Tom Cruise during that. They did something like over 100 Halo jumps. So real quick, we're at 6 minutes, but what are your guys' favorite Mission Impossible movies?
I would either say Fallout or Ghost Protocol.
Ghost Protocol, 4 or 6?
1 and 3.
1 and 3, yeah. I mean, 2 is wonderful as a nice little time capsule of like a late 90s action movie.
I like 2, but it was John Woo.
No, but I think it's definitely
It's a
regularly
standalone-
near the bottom of most people's.
It's a standalone fun film. It's not. It still wasn't bad.
Okay, so Mission Impossible, and now we're on to.
What's your favorite though?
Fallout. Fallout.
Gotcha.
Now we're on to Ballerina, the John Wick spin-off movie with Ana de Armas, and Keanu Reeves makes a couple appearances in there. This one takes place. When does this movie take? Between 2 and 3?
No, 3 and 4.
Between 3 and 4?
Between 3 and 4.
Oh yeah. Because 3.
When he gets ostracized.
Yeah. You're busting out all the words today. Good for you. Ostracized.
He did get ostracized.
No, you're right.
It's true.
That took place during Ballerina.
Fuck, that's a good point.
Okay, so what do you guys think of this movie? Because I think spin-off movies are difficult to do.
I remember being pleasantly impressed.
I thought she did a
it
good
was-
job with
Yeah,
it.
I thought she could definitely lead more films.
Yeah.
Also,
She's great.
it didn't show her as like crazy badass. She was still vulnerable
And learning.
and learning how to.
Yeah.
That wasn't her just like killing everybody and so good at it.
No, I think this movie was incredibly impressive because it's so hard to do a spin-off movie because you kind of know, the audience knows out the gate that, well, these movies are doing well enough now that we're now adding to this world, and that can really dilute the quality of the film. And I was kind of half expecting that, honestly, and I thought this movie did such a great job in building out the world.
Less is more of John Wick too.
Yes, I was going to say they hit the sweet spot with Keanu Reeves because it's like it's billed as Ballerina, a John Wick story, or like something about the a John Wick universe, something like that. Yeah. And I didn't know how much of John Wick we'd get and how much Keanu Reeves we'd get, and
I didn't want a lot of them. I thought that would have been.
I thought we got the perfect amount. Like we see him at the Russian ballet school where they're training everyone. We see him pop up at the end when he gets off the train, and she's out for blood, and he's out to stop her, and he's kind of like, you got till like there was a real nice back and forth there, and then we have him in the bell tower with the sniper, and then
love
like
that whole scene.
and where he made short work of her when she was trying to fight him, and he was
Yes.
just like pushing her off.
no, I love that too, because
that-
it's like, well, wait a minute, we know who this guy is, and if
Yeah.
you're telling me she's his equivalent, get real.
I thought they were gonna do that, and I was like, "Don't do that, please don't." And then he was just like, "Okay." I'm not
and then
gonna
you got the
kill
guys in the bell tower, like the guys that he's taken out. It's like, it's fucking John Wick. Like there's just like there's funny stuff that's a nod to the audience and also builds out the world without making it feel like you're doing it as a cash grab.
And they had good scenes too. The flamethrower
I was
scene
just going
was
to bring
good.
up the flamethrower.
I think we all want to talk about that a bit because
Yeah.
with John Wick movies, like they do top themselves.
It reminded me of him
Every-
with the fire breath shotgun shells. In
Yes, the
fourth
top-down
one.
shot in the fourth one. Yeah, I mean, they top themselves in ways I don't think is possible. And I'm watching this movie, and I'm just expecting it to be cool action, and we get this insane flamethrower sequence that I've not seen in a movie before. I'm not saying it hasn't been done, but I haven't seen it. And in such a way, and so like visceral and real, and not special effects.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I think because it showed how flamethrowers really work. Like
Yeah.
you see someone use a flamethrower and the flame like comes out,
yeah.
but it was showing it so.
It was cinematic.
real, yeah.
It was cinematic. It was visceral, and it's something I had. Same with the grenade. When the grenade comes to the door and she like puts the guy on, like there's stuff in this universe that I think they've done everything before, and they're putting new stuff that works so fucking well and is so cool to see in this spin-off movie that like I think everyone involved took it seriously.
I think because they try to make the action more accurate to what it would be really like.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
In
like,
all of his
like
movies.
all of these guys and gals that make these movies, the producers and the stunt coordinators, they go on to end up being like directors and stunt coordinators on other movies. And you can see, to me, the John Wick franchise is very much like another franchise he's a part of, where it's the Matrix, where it's like there's action movies before and there's action movies after, and you can see the fingerprint of the influence of these movies throughout a lot of action movies because it really changed the game.
Their head choreographer that does all the stunts for all of them is an action star. He's done a ton of like Chinese action movies and stuff. The white guy with the black hair that she
Didn't
fights
he
in the restaurant.
direct this one or no?
No.
I don't know. We don't know
But
if
he
I'm
was
gonna look it
he
up,
was
but-
in the first one. John
Yeah.
Wick kills him in the first one, and then he was in this one. She kills him in the restaurant.
Hell
And I'm
yes.
pretty sure he has directed one of the John Wicks, either the fourth one or Ballerina.
Okay, yeah, and it just
He's the guy that beats the shit out of John Wick when John in the first one goes to the club to confront the kid.
and like the
He
on
throws
the
John
upstairs?
Wick off the balcony.
Yeah, in the upstairs part. Yeah, yeah.
That's the main stunt choreographer.
Yeah, and these guys. I mean, I'm really glad that they're going to be adding stunt coordinator to the Oscars because it is such a unsung
God.
thing and
Really difficult.
It's so technically difficult just to map out that scene, but then to be able to shoot it in such a way where it feels real is another thing altogether. And the marriage of those two things in this franchise, they have it in spades. And so I thought this movie did a really good job of that. The only thing that I will say is the main villain
Oh yeah.
looks too much like Shane Black, which is not like.
Wait, that's Gabriel Byrne. He's a famous Irish actor.
I know, but like when you cast, it's almost like Mission Impossible when what's his face, the villain in 5 and 6, the Syndicate guy, can't remember his name right now.
Oh yeah, he's good.
He looks so much like Simon Pegg. I'm like, are you guys saying that there's going to be some connective tissue here? So I'm watching Ballerina. I'm like, oh, these guys brothers. Are we going to find out this is Winston brothers, Shane Black's brother? But that never played out. That's
No.
more of a thing that doesn't. They did nothing wrong,
Interesting,
obviously,
though.
but. I think that when they look so similar and their mannerisms are similar, I immediately go, oh, there's some familial connective tissue here, which wasn't the case. But yeah, like it felt, the stakes in this movie felt right in that it was about her family. Mm-hmm. It wasn't about saving a town or the world or a country, or it was just, and that's where a lot of action movies, I think, they get to be too big of stakes, and you go like, well, I don't really care about you trying to save a whole country or a world or a city, like, but you give me someone that is just trying to save their family and do right by their history. I'm like, oh, I think that's it. That's something I can relate. Everyone can relate to. It's like, oh yeah, what would I do in that situation if my brother, my sister, my wife, my husband, and my best friend, like you can. I think it's a lot easier for the audience to get there.
Aww.
And
Aww.
I really like that.
Yeah.
That's 6 minutes.
Aww.
Any last thoughts on Ballerina?
She's hot. She's hot.
Yeah, Ana de Armas. Great actor. Hope to see her in more.
Crazy hot.
Okay, all right. Well, that's yeah. I mean, that's just icing on the cake, I suppose. Okay, next movie is F1,
Okay. The car movie.
the car movie. Yeah, that's exactly. I'm not a big.
I thought the cinematography is the best.
in
Top
that.
notch.
Out of same guy did Maverick, Top Gun Maverick.
You want to talk about hot though, real quick? I mean, You got Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. But
you got Brad Pitt shirtless in a movie. I am there.
I felt that was very paint by numbers.
The story.
I'm doing my comeback. I have riffs with the new guy.
Yeah, it's classic underdog story.
We're not gonna make it.
No, I
the
mean,
owner gives me a speech.
Look,
And then I make my comeback.
You can zoom out on every single movie and whittle it down to what? There's 7 stories in all of fiction.
No, it's really good. I'm just saying it was.
Yeah.
I still like that. I like because I'm just watching a film.
Yeah,
I
and
get to see the spectacle. It's very generic.
But I get what you're saying, where it's like if the movie isn't looking to surprise the audience, you kind of know what's going to happen. You got the old guy and the young buck, and they're at odds, and there's ego involved, and then there's experience involved, and they're each going to teach each other something.
It has a blockbuster storyline.
Yeah, and
they're trying to make it a blockbuster film, easy on the eyes.
Brad Pitt's very easy on the eyes. Are you
Great to
kidding
watch.
me? Speaking of, that's another guy that's late 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 56.
Yeah, him, Timothy Olyphant, Tom Cruise. My God, they're just incredible. Timothy Olyphant is looking great. Anyways, Brad Pitt delivered on a level that everyone.
His co-star was good too. That guy.
Yeah, no, but like when you see Brad Pitt's, like I feel like it would be, I don't know. I feel like some triple A-listers could be like, yeah, I know how to do this. I'm just going to kind of mail it in. I'll just do my isms, my mannerisms. And I just felt like, yet again, Brad Pitt is doing something just a wee bit different or in such a way where he's this guy. Mm-hmm, it's the tattoos. It's the only thing that for me was like, shout out to Apple, by the way, for putting this in theaters as opposed to just putting it on their streaming service. Because their
Isn't
primary.
It still in fucking theaters?
Yeah, it is. We were looking at the same movie today, and F1's still in theaters. I'm so glad we got to experience it in a theater. The guy is not like he's Brad Pitt's character is living in like a Winnebago or something. He's got not very nice things. He's got a pair of Apple Pro Maxes that he just listens to all his music in. I'm like, those are $700 headphones.
He was also supposed to be the next best thing, and then he got into a bad accident, and he was scared, and that's why.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if he doesn't have a lot of money, why is he rocking these awesome-looking $700? Well, because Apple did the production. I get it, Apple. I understand. But it does take me out of the film a bit when you're like,
that's a good point.
He's got to be having our Pro Max over-the-head headphones for his 100%. Laying in his Winnebago with a half-eaten piece of toast.
He still makes money. He just doesn't.
Not really.
But I guess
when you win Daytona, you win a lot of money.
Didn't he lose a bunch of money though? Why is he living in his fucking?
I don't know, but Daytona he won it right in the beginning of the movie, and that's like the biggest race.
Yeah, but isn't it like
NASCAR.
20 years later? How long is that going to last? Look, I'm just saying he's not living. I get it. Okay, I'm just saying seeing him throw on those expensive headphones. I'm like, okay.
I think you get at least a couple $1 million for winning Daytona.
Sure, I don't know, but Joseph Kosinski directed this. He also directed Top Gun Maverick. There's some connective tissue with Tom Cruise there as well, and it fucking shows. Like I'm not a Formula One guy. I don't know anything really about it. I watched the first season of Drive to Survive.
They did the best you could do with a Formula One movie.
Didn't Brad Pitt also learn like how to drive those vehicles?
They both
for
drove.
This film?
They both drove.
They both did. That's pretty awesome.
Most of the shots are them actually driving on test tracks.
Well, I was listening to an interview, Brad Pitt talking about this movie, and he was saying that the production company, the insurance, whoever, was saying, you can't go over X amount of speed in these cars. Like we're not going to allow Brad Pitt to be going, and they had to walk these people through how these cars work, because at slower speeds it's more dangerous. The way that these cars are built, like if they were going to go the speeds
you lose control if you're going.
Yeah, that they were being told to go. He's like, it's more dangerous for us than going like 30 miles per hour faster, because that's what these cars are intended to do.
Yeah.
And just I just loved that it also showcased how much of a team effort it is for these Formula One races. It's not just the driver. I mean, that's a huge part of it, obviously, but it is an entire team of people that are breaking down the car. They're looking at every single aspect of it. How do they make it go faster? What are they able to do?
All the meetings they
because if the team wins, you win.
Yeah, if the team wins.
There's no I in team.
Well, but it also just shows that it's not just the
There's
the
no
driving.
I in team.
And then there's a me, though.
There's no I in team.
Yeah, good stuff.
But there's me. Yeah, wait, hold on.
Yeah, team, you take the A and the T out and you flip it around to me. You know what I mean? Or your favorite thing, meat, right?
Yep.
Meat, yes.
Yeah.
DJ, come. DJ.
Yeah, that the actor that was his foil, Brad Pitt's foil, he was phenomenal.
His foil?
Yeah, the opposite of him, the younger guy.
Oh, that's a great word, foil.
He was phenomenal, and like I loved seeing the sequence of him and his mom, because otherwise.
Oh yeah, when they smashed.
Yeah, when there was incest in the movie. Yeah. Because otherwise, you could write him off as this like young, arrogant, ego-driven loser. But you see, that's more than that. Like they did do the work to like round out the characters.
I thought it was a close relationship when he'd have to get his mom give him a handy to get him loose for the race.
Yeah, I like how his mom was into Brad Pitt as well. The team principal, the Irish actress, I don't know her name. Sorry,
she's good. She's the voice of
phenomenal
of Tony Stark's suit.
And she was in Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh, that's where I recognize her from.
She's awesome.
Yeah, that
but Tony Stark's suit in the
after Vision.
No,
leaves.
continue. Go ahead. We'll wait.
His new suit.
In Iron Man 3?
Yes, after
New
Vision's
suit?
gone.
Buddy, that was
After
11,
Vision, it
11
becomes
12 years ago.
In Iron Man 3, he's got 40-some new suits.
No. Sorry, no. When Vision becomes his own after.
So after Age of Ultron.
Yeah, it's her voice as his suit.
So last 10 years.
Hey, we're not going to be seeing
Guess who's
Avengers together. Oh, interesting.
Guess who Spider-Man's suit voice is?
Jennifer
Connelly.
Yeah.
Jennifer Connelly. She's really hot.
Okay,
You
that's
know all the
about
voices.
F1. Yeah,
Okay.
all the voices of the women.
Oh yes,
Interesting.
I hear that voice and I just want to rub it.
Okay, but F1 was great. I
Yeah.
loved it. And there's talks about them doing a sequel.
Cool.
Are they going to call it F2?
That's awesome.
I can't believe there's no one listening anymore. Next movie is Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh fuck! Here
Woof.
we go.
Okay, guys. We started. Remember when I said at the beginning? Like, woof.
Jake should have called it Jurassic World Paycheck.
Yeah. So I did read that Scarlett Johansson was dying to be in a Jurassic Park movie for the longest time.
So they made it for her.
Well, to me, that lends itself as to why she did this movie, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's some moments, especially that one sequence where her and Mahershala Ali are in the boat and they're talking about their past that no one fucking cares about, that I went, this is
they tried.
brutal.
You can't put character development in a Jurassic World movie.
Well, you
It's like
can't.
student film dialogue. It was
Yeah, it was very rough. But that
Everyone just wants to see dinosaurs eating people.
exactly, and it was kind of interesting to me that the family, like the secondary storyline we got with this family that we don't know who the
Also,
actors
what the
are.
fuck would they be doing in that area on their boat?
Well, no, people go sailing. Anyways, there's a
no,
secondary.
that area is quarantined.
I know. Why did they not know that? I always was wondering the whole film. Like, why did they go there?
Yeah. That area is cut off to civilians.
Look, guys, I didn't write the movie. Okay, I'm just.
And why would a dad bring his fucking daughter and 12-year-old son in an area where they can get killed by
No,
dinosaurs?
he had two daughters and then a daughter's boyfriend.
And then the stoner.
Or was
boy.
there
Oh,
a
was it
son?
two daughters? Sorry, no, the son-in-law or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, was it? Wait.
Pothead that-
Two daughters, right?
And
Yeah,
also
that's
the
what I thought.
shit he did in it was like, what are you? I would have thrown that kid off the boat.
Okay, this was the part I really liked because we didn't get a lot of backstory in terms of dialogue, but we could glean a lot of backstory based on the interactions, which is why it was confusing to me that we're giving these two A-listers such brutal dialogue in the boat, but we're letting this family just kind of breathe on its own and kind of understand it.
No way the dad would have let that kid just like sleep in all day and then be like, hey,
I thought that.
I don't want to sail the boat right now. I want to go back to sleep.
Yeah, the secondary
What the
family was
fuck?
the dad and his two daughters, and one of the daughters' boyfriend, the older one, and they were supposed to like tag team sailing the boat, and they were supposed to just.
He's like gets up at like 4 in the afternoon.
And this
like,
guy is just your stereotypical. This guy is clearly every dad's nightmare. Well, maybe not nightmare, but like not who you'd want your daughter to be dating. He's they went for some pretty strong stereotypes. He's a pothead.
Yeah.
He's super lazy. Eats all the food.
and no one likes him.
Doesn't give a
and
shit.
he talks about it like, oh, everyone gave up on me. I'm like,
Dude,
of course
you're
they
an
did.
asshole.
You give up on yourself.
Also, I thought I hated how his girlfriend would always like talk to his dad, like
Talk to her dad?
Talk to her dad.
Yeah, like
the
defending
dad
his-
is the problem. Like you don't.
But that's
see,
how. But no, of course
Why would
she
you
doesn't.
date that guy?
Guys,
Like,
guys,
it was too obvious for
you
her
are
to not-
coming, but like you're coming from a position of I'm watching this happen and I'm totally removed from it, so this is obvious. But if you're in that situation as a what was she like
But he was
17,
being
18?
So much of a clown. Like, it was almost
I was like, why is she even dating this fucking moron?
Yeah, well, I don't
what
know.
does she see in him?
Well,
later, I guess you kind of.
Yeah, what does anyone see? Like,
Oh, he was a real man. He saved her twice.
I think I'm not even thinking of anyone in particular, but I think we all know people who are in relationships. Like, what are you fucking doing?
Okay, fine, good point.
And it's just like
And then I guess he does say.
We didn't even say the plot. They tried to get blood from these special dinosaurs to cure
what plot? That's not
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
They continue.
How do you pronounce it?
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's?
They
Alzheimer's,
continue
there's
with
no
the
T.
genetically modified dinosaur shit. that
Yeah, the
they're
opening
doing.
the opening sequence was a great commercial for Snickers, because that guy died because he wanted like a Snickers wrapper got in the
yeah.
door. Remember? Yeah.
Oh, that was fucking stupid.
Oh my god.
The sequence with the T-Rex and the rafting boat That was cool.
Fine, yeah. Hey,
That was great.
that was good
Jesus
when it was
Christ,
sleeping, right?
I forgot about that. What you just said ruined the whole. The Snickers bar takes down an
I
entire
tried to like move past that.
medical facility by being sucked into the air vents. What the fuck?
I know.
Hey,
That wouldn't even happen at a fucking library.
hey, he's not himself if he's hungry, man. He's got to have a Snickers.
It's funny because the first Jurassic Park opens in this really intense scene of them trying to get the raptor in. And
Yeah,
This guy's
this is
just-
some scientist eating his chocolate bar. It goes into the vent.
Yeah. The
Fuck you.
Product placement there too, for sure. I also really like how they painted themselves into a corner with the franchise, where the last movie it's just dinosaurs are everywhere, and then the only way to like bring it back
Well,
down.
they can't survive in that environment.
So all of a sudden, the last movie ends, dinosaurs are everywhere. This one starts with they all died out because they couldn't hack it in the climate, but there's still a band around the equator where they all exist. Like, okay, so we've gone from the whole globe to now shrunk it to this little halo effect around the Earth.
convenient. Yeah.
Well, but it was it's plausible and smart and works. So that helps. But a lot of speaking of decisions that people make, like when the CEO guy was going to push the daughter off the boat.
Yeah,
because
why?
he's
It's just
evil.
yeah.
Evil CEO.
Yeah,
None of that mattered.
No.
Nothing would have ruined if she.
It was real paint by numbers, and the movie made a bajillion dollars.
Jonathan
so,
Bailey was good. I thought he was. not
yeah, there were a
bad.
lot of fun moments,
okay.
but overall, I just feel like the dinosaurs, let
And
this
also,
franchise
you didn't
die.
see any of the deaths. It just showed
I know.
the
Ugh.
aftermath. Like, what is the point of this?
It's kind of like, well, they didn't show many of the deaths in the original Jurassic Park.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
did.
did. When the T-Rex fucking gets the lawyer, I feel like that's.
Yeah,
I
also
remember
the
that
second,
scarred me.
the
That's
second
good.
one when the two T-Rex
Yeah.
pull the
and when the
apart.
Velociraptor kills the best guy ever, Muldoon.
Yeah,
clever
Muldoon,
girl.
clever girl.
And it jumps
Yeah.
on him and starts eating his face.
Yeah, I would be really happy if they never made another Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about this film anymore.
That being said, if they do, just fucking boot it.
Yeah.
Just start from scratch.
Yeah.
Like
Call
this
it-
is not.
No, it's-
Jurassic.
That movie
Just call it Jurassic Park.
That movie was an insult to our intelligence.
Just call it Jurassic Park. Well, was it an insult to our intelligence? I think it's.
I don't want them to reboot it either, though.
I don't want them to reboot
Because
it.
the first one's just a masterpiece.
no, just do another. Doesn't he have a couple books out? The original Michael Crichton.
Well, The Lost World, but then
I think he did. Did he
yeah.
only do 2 books for the?
I don't know. I just feel like they're going back to the well. But here's the thing, guys. It works. Look at how much money it made.
I know.
Like it made so much fucking money that they're going to do another one because why? It makes them money.
Because you're gonna sell it. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. You weren't. You were so
they're gonna
preoccupied with
sell
it. You could. You just have to think if you should. Now you're packaging it. You want to.
I know.
You want to
It's
sell it.
become the thing that the first movie critiques.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
it's
Jesus.
interesting. Okay.
What was after that?
28 years later.
Okay, here we go. This is a good one.
So why don't you set us up with the sequel premise, Shay?
Yeah. So it takes place 20.
Wait, real quick. Sorry. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like most of these movies are either sequels or existing property. F1
Oh man.
is the only one that is OG.
What does that say about the state of the
Whoa,
fucking?
that's crazy.
I'm just realizing that now. Anyway, sorry. Okay, go ahead. 28 years later.
28 years later. Yeah, it takes place 28 years later after the
Yeah, no
Thanks,
fucking
yeah.
shit.
All right, cool,
after
buddy.
the events of the first film, when the rage virus breaks out. But this takes place still in Scotland, like the first one.
First one was a zombie apocalypse film.
That was in London. The
There's
first
a
one.
rage virus. Okay?
London,
slightly different.
in London,
London.
not Scotland.
Oh, now we're in Scotland, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so
You're
I
up.
just butchered the premise there.
Yeah. Dave, do you want to tell us the premise of 28 years later?
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, they invented a virus. What was it to cure? I don't remember.
Okay. Well, are you talking about the first film? The
Yeah,
first
in
one?
monkeys.
Yeah.
They were testing
Oh, yeah.
monkeys, and it turned into this rage virus. I
Yeah.
can't remember what the testing was for. And
because these
animal rights activists went there, and they're like, "Don't let the monkeys out; they're crazy." And the monkeys barfed blood on the activists, starting the entire
hardcore.
outbreak.
It's a
Yeah.
hardcore.
And then they quarantined all of Great Britain, so Scotland and the UK,
Yep.
Yeah, and then they made a sequel to that movie called 28 Weeks Later,
where all the
which didn't make sense to me because the
Well,
American
'cause-
government comes in and just takes over London.
was
well, no, to
silly.
help them get back on track. It was
Well,
just
why
their
wouldn't it
helping.
be the UN? Why is it America?
I
It's
don't know.
America, man.
Yeah.
But they thought that the infected couldn't survive. They starved to death.
Yeah. Anyways, it all turned to shit. And then 20 years later, we have
28 years later,
20, yeah, like 18 years later, we have a movie called 28 Years Later.
there's people still living in the quarantine zone that have been there their whole lives and having children, and they're cut off from the rest of the world.
And the rest of the world's going on like normal.
Yeah.
And then everyone's stuck in the UK and surrounding areas that have been part of this virus.
And
are just-
the rest of the world doesn't want to risk the virus getting out, so they just keep the normal. They don't even try to rescue the normal people. They just
well, yeah, I think think that's what we would do. This movie to me was incredible. I think Danny Boyle knocked it out of the park.
Yeah,
Alex
that was very
Garland
good,
wrote
too.
a great script. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
People didn't like it. I have no idea why.
What?
Who didn't?
A lot of critics, a lot of fans.
What? I've talked to a lot of people that like it.
I don't understand people. This movie was so fucking well done. The shots were awesome. The danger felt real. It felt plausible. Like if this were to happen, yeah, of course the world's going to be like, well, you guys are stuck there. We
and
tried
they brought
to get
in
you up for.
French soldiers whose boat capsized, and they had to swim to shore, and they were talking to the citizens about how real life is still going on, and I thought that was a great
That was
addition.
awesome.
Yeah.
Having that soldier pull out his phone and the kid doesn't know what that is or understand how it works.
And his girlfriend, and he works. Girlfriend is a DJ that works for Uber, and he's like, "You don't know what those are."
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that it was just around this community. Like it wasn't this big, like I guess what 28 Weeks Later was, where it's like felt very high stakes. The world needs to be saved. This was just following this community and like a dad, Aaron Taylor Johnson, like showing his kid how to like hunt and survive.
Yeah, and it made so much sense to me. It totally played out in a plausible, realistic way. In that, yeah, if you're living and you're raising kids in this society, there's going to be these milestones or markers that separates you. Like you're a boy today, you're a man tomorrow, and that's going to be taking you out. It's going to be hunting.
And then they realize the infected have evolved, and they're mating with each other,
and they have that one
having
guy has
more
a
huge
cock.
Yeah, that
huge,
main guy, the
just a
main,
huge
the
meat
alpha.
hammer. Yeah, the alpha. I can see why he's an alpha.
I heard. Okay, now I remember one of the critiques of the film was people thought it was too funny, which I don't get because it's like Danny Boyle, Alex Garland's like dark sense of humor. They do that. They did that in the first movie.
I didn't think there was like laugh. Like I'm not watching Friends here. There are moments where you can interpret it as funny, but I don't like seeing a guy with a massive dong is funny. Okay,
but no, and like
laugh it up.
The stuff with like those the very end with that like the gang coming in with
Yes,
the jumpsuits. But I think that's okay.
But I love that because the beginning of the movie opens up with these kids being exposed to nothing but like Teletubbies and like superhero cartoons, and so. Imagine that's your diet of like your framework for reality or what you like, and then the world gets crazy, and then you don't evolve past that.
Yeah.
So the movie ends seeing this pack of adult males that are like dressed like Power Rangers. I know. Why? Because that's what they know.
Yeah,
like
it
they
makes
haven't
full sense.
they haven't had to get a job or slog it out in the dating scene. Get rejected on Tinder and then become an incel online. They just watched Power Rangers and grew up and had fun, cool looking colored suits.
And killed zombies.
And killed zombies.
Fuck yeah.
So I thought there was some really funny moments. I thought Ray Fiennes. I mean, when is he not? But
yeah, he was the doctor they thought was crazy, but he was actually the most normal one.
And he had that weird skull, and like that part was like this movie. I think was maybe the most moving of any that we saw because when the mom
mom has a brain tumor, but they don't know because they don't have any doctors. So
yeah, and then when Ray Fiennes is talking to the mom's son. He's like, what, 12?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I can't help her. The best thing we can do for her is like put her at peace.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fucking emotional beats of watching that happen.
And the
then,
score was really good too.
Yeah, and then the son laying his mom's skull into the pile.
Incredible.
It was
At
so,
the very top.
Yeah, it was so.
I cried.
Yeah, it was so fucking moving. Everything really worked, and I think this movie was absolutely lights out. I thought the places it went were new and fresh. It felt again like a more intimate story. It wasn't about saving the world. It was about this one kid and him battling with how to exist in this woruld.
Such a good performance from the kid too.
Yeah, he was unreal.
One of the best kid performances I've seen.
One of the best kid performances. Shay was so into it.
Why don't you yell a bit louder?
Sorry.
But Jesus Christ, that actually scared me. I didn't know what that was.
I was like, whoa.
That's DJ Khan blowing loads.
I can't wait to see the next one. It's coming out in January.
What is it called?
28. I don't know. Oh wait, it's
28 years later, Bone Temple.
Bone Temple. Thank you. I was like, it's the same thing, but it's got.
Bone size, Ray.
I call my bedroom the Bone Temple.
Oh yeah, for Helen. That's his cat, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is I Know What You Did Last Summer. So not the 1996 one.
No, it's a sequel to the.
Which we all watched. We watched the original in preparation. My first time seeing it.
This would be what you call a requel, right? Isn't that what they labeled it in the last?
Requel. Cool.
Now what the fuck? What franchise is that? Scream.
Oh yeah, requels.
I'm not gonna lie. I was pleasantly surprised by that film.
I thought it was.
I know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like a disaster, but it was. The acting was good. The premise was good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So basically, the original movie is Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, everyone with 3 names.
Yeah, except for
and then who's the other one?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I said that one.
No, the other guy. He's been in a ton of stuff. He was married to Reese Witherspoon.
Ryan Felipe.
Ryan Felipe.
Yeah.
What's his middle name?
I don't know. He went by 2 names. That's why he stood out. That's why he wasn't back. I love that it took the original premise, it updated it. We got, again, it's kind of the same thing as Ballerina. We had these like original characters coming back in different ways that made sense to the movie without it feeling forced.
Sure.
And it paid off to people that watched the first and the second movie, the originals, without it feeling like it's only for them. I thought the acting was really good. I thought updating it in terms of that girl who's doing a murder podcast and coming in to check, like, it was such a smart way in, because that's so plausible. That would kick things off. That would help muddy the waters in terms of who's doing what.
Muddy the waters.
Because I for sure thought, I'm like, oh, it's the podcast. That's obvious.
I thought that, yeah.
And I love that it didn't go there.
Me too.
I thought Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt were awesome. The little
Prinze Jr.?
Wasn't that what I said?
Yeah, was he
was
awesome?
he was okay.
He was okay.
You didn't think he was great? I don't.
Well, I don't. Now I just sound like I'm shitting on him.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Why was he not
Wait,
good?
where are you
Sorry.
going, Julie? Where are you going, Julie?
Okay, well,
Fuck you.
Maybe they didn't pay him as much as he wanted, and he's like, well, I'm not
I'm
gonna.
just joking. He also retired from acting. He hasn't acted
Did he?
in years. Yeah.
Was
He's
that
also like a
retiring,
really
or-
nice human, I've heard.
Yeah, he's
I've
a dad,
seen, like, he seems
and
like a good guy.
he does like podcasts.
You guys are bizarre to me because you're shitting on the guy,
No,
and then
for-
you're flipping it
in
and going,
film.
Just for his craft,
in
not
film,
for him as a
not
human.
for him.
you don't like him in anything?
No.
You don't like him in Scooby-Doo?
Okay, fine. He was
What
good in
about
Scooby-Doo.
season 7 of 24? You didn't like him in then?
Didn't watch that.
Well, okay, so you haven't seen his entire body
Okay,
of
you
work.
have
See, the movie we're talking about.
Shay wants to fuck. Trevor wants to fuck Freddie Prinze Jr.
I wouldn't say no. I mean, if he's down, I mean, maybe we get some drinks, we get some whiskey, we talk about his filmography, we go back up to his hotel room, we crack him in the minibar, whatever happens.
He's got a good voice.
Sarah Michelle Gellar can work the camera. I don't mind.
He talks like this. He's got a good voice.
Yeah.
Okay. No, the premise worked for me. I
There's a
thought.
big plot twist. I don't think we should say the plot twist. People will watch it in the fall on.
Yeah. Okay. We won't. Spoiler free of this. We won't say who does what, but I thought the newer generation of
Yeah, they were all good.
they were all really good,
And
really strong performances.
It was well written too. How they acted, like, oh, I'm sorry about all this bullshit. Like,
Yeah, it made a lot of sense in terms of the decisions they made, the choice they made, kind of what we were talking about with some of the other horror movies we've seen where it doesn't really make sense. This, to me, actually made sense, was very plausible. I thought it worked. And it's so hard to do a movie like this now updated with modern-day tech because it's like, well, everyone's got a camera, everyone can record video, everyone can send a text message. So it is difficult. And some of the killings were gruesome.
Oh, good gruesome killings.
Like when the...
Yeah.
Actually, that was the only part that didn't seem that plausible to me was how quickly the widow moved on.
Oh, yeah.
That was like a nice twist, but like all
Well,
of
it's
a
a
sudden...
year later, but
Yeah, but a year later and you're engaged again?
well, yeah.
That part I was like, okay, but I guess
Lonely?
ladies got to eat.
Yeah.
So when the fiance though getting killed, this is like first act when he's getting pulled through the fucking living room and she's upstairs in her bubble bath listening to meditation or whatever. I thought it was such a fun commentary on like what would happen.
Such
now.
a fun commentary.
Go ahead. Why don't you say something?
I don't
what do you
have
guys
anything
say?
else to say about the film.
Oh no, nothing about anyone's looks or. There it is. Okay.
DJ, come.
Yeah, I know what you did last summer.
Yeah.
And they're going to set it up for
And we
another
do
one?
know. And we do know what they did last
Oh
summer.
yeah, we know what they did many summers back.
Yeah.
Okay. We still got a minute 40 on. I know what you did last summer. So
There's nothing left to say.
well, how much have you said?
Oh, you know
trying to
what?
think what else.
I didn't like the fucking reason why they were upset because it wasn't like the first.
Reason who was upset?
All the kids after the guy drove off the road because they were on it partying, and his car went over, and they still called the police saying there's an accident, and they felt guilty about like the first one they actually hit a guy.
Yeah, this one wasn't them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
So I was like, why are you guys upset about this? You called it in.
Yeah.
You did everything right.
You did everything right.
And now your dad's gonna hide it from the cops. Like, well, you guys didn't even do anything.
Yeah, like you were on the road and the guy swerved.
Like, you could explain that. Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, I do.
That would have ruined their lives.
Well, I do understand. It's like, well, why the fuck were you? Like, they could have been charged with manslaughter potentially.
No, but they could have said, "Oh, we had car trouble. I got out."
What
Guy
car
came-
trouble?
I don't know. Something happened.
Well, I know, but like you'd have to be you'd have to cut a radiator hose or something, and they're like, well, this is cut. What happened? Like, you know what I mean? It's just
you
inviting
don't
questions.
Have to make that up. You could just say we pulled over for a second.
Then why were you in the
looking
middle
at
of the road?
fireworks. They went to go look at the fireworks.
Okay, so you're in the middle of the road, which you should have been. I could see you getting
And
a
the guy went
manslaughter
off
charge.
the road. No,
Manslaughter?
not a chance. That's
What?
an accidental accident.
Wait, did he swerve off because they were in the road?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
See
You
what I
still
mean?
wouldn't get a manslaughter charge for that.
Well, you would be in a sticky situation that no one wants to be
yeah,
in.
but it wouldn't ruin your career and lives over it. Like,
Well, if you ever want to run for, actually, I was going to say run for office,
that
would
was
probably
dumb.
help.
That was dumb. It wasn't serious enough. They should have hit the guy and then threw his body in the.
I'm not disagreeing with you. It did feel questionable, but also I can get
them
there.
To do something really juicy.
Yeah,
really
Yeah.
fucked
like
up.
this wasn't juicy enough for them to kick it off.
Yeah. You guys wanted them to like bash this guy's skull in and kick his corpse down the
Yeah,
rock
like tried to
face.
cover it up big, like buried him,
Yeah.
and then walked away. But this was like, oh, he went out the road. They called the police.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
go about your lives.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Next time, do something a bit more untoward.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's I Know What You Did Last Summer. Now we're gonna go on to Fantastic Four.
First Steps.
Right. It is called First Steps. Do you think that's a nod to the baby?
Yeah, I think so too.
I
watched
just
it,
I just thought of that.
Who cares
now.
if it is?
I just thought of that now.
Who fucking
it's a
cares? if it's
double
a-
meaning. I
All right,
like that.
Dave. Why don't you kick us off?
I thought the movie was pretty good, pretty well done.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I thought it was fine.
No,
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot to it. It was well done, but it was very flatliner.
I just felt like John Malkovich was in this movie as I'm assuming like a decent sized role or character, and he wasn't in the movie. They cut him out of the movie. This movie felt like it got trimmed too much. It did feel like
There was no stakes.
well, I think there were, but the stakes just end up you don't really care because you're like, well, this is the whole
I
planet.
thought the space team was good. The Celestial was good. The big what's his name?
Galactus.
Galactus was good.
A little CGI'd, but what else?
I
you
thought
gonna
when
do?
he was.
He's a fucking as
I
big as a
know,
planet.
but
What are
I
they gonna
could-
do?
I
He
thought
was-
him sitting on his ship when they were talking to when they went to find him.
the throne?
That was that was cool.
Yeah, very.
I liked the
Very
Galactus thing. I liked the casting. The casting was great.
Yeah, I thought Pedro Pascal was pretty good. He gets a lot of shit.
I think people are just shitting on him because he's in a bunch of stuff. Maybe he's in a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff because he's fucking good. I don't know.
It's like I don't know why all of a sudden it's changing on
He was
him.
a great Vanessa Kirby. Going back to the Mission Impossible franchise, she was phenomenal. You have
they're shitting on him
Yvonne,
because
I think is his name.
They're shitting on him because he pets everybody
Yvonne
in
Moss
interviews.
Backrack as the
but-
thing, and then Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch. I thought it was well cast. I liked seeing these characters.
You didn't see any of them doing what they do.
It just felt to me like we
Did you ever- you
we
saw
went
the-
from the first act to like partway through the second act to a third act, but it felt like there was stuff missing.
You saw Mr. Incredible stretch in the last
fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic story stretch in the last 5 minutes of the movie. That was it.
Yeah.
So your thing is we didn't get to see enough of their powers. I get what you mean.
None.
Well, the thing. I mean, he was rocks the whole time.
He was rocks.
But other than that, you saw fuck all.
It just felt. Look, I think it's better than what we've got before, but I
Yeah.
think it's safe.
It is
just
the
kind
best
It was
So-
very safe. I thought it was good. I just think it was safe.
Yeah.
Safe.
Also, the premise of Galactus wanting will spare their world if they give them if Reed and Sue give him their child. To go back to the planet and then tell the planet like they wanted our kid, but we said no. So never like
Yeah. Good dilemma. Yeah.
Well, I just felt like the reaction from the everyday citizens didn't make sense to me. Because like, wait a minute, these guys have saved you a bunch of times, and now this guy wants their unborn child.
Yeah, all the ultra Christians, especially in that era, be like, "Oh yeah."
Well, it's a different planet. I don't think they have Jesus there.
Oh.
But wait a minute,
No,
guys.
there was Jesus there.
Yeah, wasn't there?
The girl that the thing was in love with was at a parish with kids.
We don't know if it was Jesus though.
Yeah, she had a cross on it.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was like a fucking.
You mean Natasha Lyonne?
Yeah, it was like a church parish. She was looking
Oh.
after orphan children.
Look at this. Jesus exists in multiple dimensions. Good for that guy. All I'm saying is that it didn't make sense to me that, like, wait a minute, these guys saved you. This guy that's going to come and blow up your planet, he wants their unborn child. And all of you are all of a sudden like, yeah, do it.
Yeah. Who? Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, cool. You know what, guys? You want to get biblical about this? Let's get biblical.
I mean,
Everyone's
some people
kid.
Would, some people would.
Everyone's
some
kid.
people would say that though in real life.
Yeah, they would. But
Some, but not the
to the
overwhelming
degree,
majority.
yeah, especially if these are the saviors, they'd be like, okay, shit, because like there's something about your home, and like your home is your immediate family, and it expands on that based on what the threat level is perceived. But if some entity is coming to Earth, I mean, I was about to say you'd think that humanity would pull together and be like, well, we got to save our planet, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't happen.
Well, they did pull together. Remember, they tried to make the teleporters all over the world.
No,
to
no,
transfer
no.
the Earth to a
I
new
know,
area.
but I'm just like, why are you guys all of a sudden okay with like you guys had a kid and everyone's it was like a royal baby or something. Everyone was like, oh my god, I can't like there's a child coming. Oh, give him up because this guy's
Instantly, yeah.
what? And what do we know? That's what I think the play was. The play should have been, all right, guys, we'll give up our kid, but then anyone who's got a kid has to pick one, and we're all going to give up our kids. Then it's even Stevens.
Yeah. Ooh.
See how many people you
great
get.
show, great show.
See how many people? That would be funny though, right? Like some families like we're in, and then they have multiple kids. Like which one? Like fuck. That would be. That's drawing some lines in the sand pretty quick.
It'd be pretty great.
It was a
actually.
safe film.
Yeah, it was but that's kind of Marvel movies now. They're getting to be, movies are now becoming like episodes in a series that you have to see, and then at the end, it's the season finale with all of them. And
Oh my God, yeah, it is.
that's kind of what they again, they're victims of their own success in that people want these movies. The movie did well. I love the aesthetic of the like 60s futuristic Jetsons. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Acting was great. I think it was well cast. It was just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, we got to make a Fantastic Four movie, so let's do it. And then I'm looking forward to seeing these characters again. I just would have rathered see them. Like I think it was pitched as like a standalone film, which it kind of was, but then they backdoored in a lot of like alternate dimension and reality stuff, so then it kind of wasn't.
Yeah.
It just felt like incomplete in a way. And there's this theory going around right now that
What's the theory?
Disney has a mandate to keep their movies under 2 hours.
Oh.
Because if you look at a lot of the movies that have come out in terms of their superhero movies or whatever, they've been just shy of 2 hours.
Interesting.
And so, yeah, I don't need an Irishman level length of film where it's 4 hours, right? Like someone should have told Marty no. But at the same time, if you need time to tell that story, then you need time to tell that story. Make it 2 hours, 20 minutes if you need. And I felt like this might have been where, again, studios interfering.
It was cut up too much.
Yeah, a little bit, I
Because
think.
you said, John Malkovich was completely cut out. Do you know what character he was?
I don't know if it was a villain or what, but it was supposed to be something or other, yeah.
Interesting.
But, like, totally gone.
Damn.
Just, yeah. Anyways, good luck with that kid.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Fantastic Four, and now we are on
Just
to...
one more?
One more. We got
Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
What was the full title?
I
Just Naked Gun.
think it was just Naked Gun.
Yeah, it was just Naked Gun. I love that.
Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson.
I
And
found-
also Liam Neeson's partner played Mole Man in Fantastic
Yeah,
Four.
he's good. Yeah, I like that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
He was also in I, Tonya, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yep.
he's great.
He is great.
I
I
fucking-
thought
is
Naked
his name
Gun was
Paul?
pretty good. I actually found Naked Gun.
And he broke out with that role where they accused him of being the Atlanta Olympic bomber, but he wasn't.
Oh, Clint Eastwood's movie.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Paul
you're right,
Walter Hauser played Ed Hawkins Jr.
3 names again. Fuck.
Yeah, I guess we got to get 3 names going if we want to do anything. I guess.
Wow, I got 4.
The Naked Gun, you can't really say much about. It's slapstick
really funny,
comedy
though.
that was funny.
I could say some stuff about it. I think I can't remember the last time we saw just a full balls to the walls comedy.
Yeah,
in a
where the
theater.
audience is laughing as much as I haven't heard the audience laugh like that.
And there were smart jokes, and like every moment was like seized for a joke.
Yeah,
I just
they-
love that.
There was no
I
meat
just
left on the
love when
bone.
he hit bikers with his bicyclists with his car every time
While
he's
he's
driving,
doing
and they're
cop.
dead. They go over the hood like, oh.
Like one of my favorite gags, which is such a small thing, but it worked so well for me and got funnier the longer it went on, was the size of the coffee cups they were drinking.
Oh, yeah.
They would get a new coffee. It would be slightly bigger than the last one. They might take a sip, maybe not, throw the entire thing away, and then grab another one as the movie went on. It was fantastic.
Oh God, yeah.
And like the opening sequence where it's like plot device is the thing that's coming out of the security box.
Oh yeah, well they did that in the original Naked Gun.
No, I know, but like the fact that they're doing it now, I think should be applauded because it still works. It's still great. It was
It
hilarious.
was an homage.
Yeah, it was, but not just to that franchise, to what we used to get borderline every week during the summer. There used to always be
A fun slapstick comedy.
just like all it is comedy. It's not supposed to be like an action comedy or a dramedy. It's just this is just funny,
Dramedy, yeah.
and Liam Neeson
I
crushed it.
think it did really well too, didn't it?
I think so. I hope so. I mean, Pamela Anderson was great.
She was so good.
That's the whole snowman sequence, for example. Like where like they bring a snowman to life and they all fuck it over the weekend, and it's like a long sequence, like a 5-minute sequence where they're just like going, like they're playing
then
board games and
was
they're
it-
all in bed with a snowman just fucking each other stupid.
And Liam Neeson has comedy chops. Like he was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he was really good.
Oh my God.
Pamela Anderson too. I thought she was great.
And what's the villain guy? He's from Wonder Woman. Sorry, Wonder Woman.
He's also in
so good.
the third. Is it the third of the going down? What's it called? Olympus Has Fallen. The Fallen.
Oh,
ones?
yeah.
Angel Has Fallen. He's
What's
his
his name?
buddy.
He's always been a bad guy. What's his name? Danny something.
I'll look it up right now.
He was so good in this.
I just want to see what
He
this
was
movie
in,
did. So yeah, budget was $42 million. It made $101 million.
He was the head vampire in that great vampire movie that came out with Josh Hart at 30 Days of Night.
Oh, that's right.
That was a good one. Take place in the Arctic, right? Danny Huston,
Yeah.
Only 2 names.
and he's got that look to him too, where you're just like, this guy.
Look at
I'm
that.
sure you're a sweetheart in real life, Danny, but
He was good as a vampire.
Yeah, your look is just. I understand why you're cast as a villain in a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, he played the young William Stryker in the Wolverine Origins movies.
Oh,
too.
he sure did.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, he was like
Throwback.
I thought. I like that's the kind of movie where if you watch it again, it's almost like Austin Powers. You'll catch more jokes that you missed because it's just they're flying a mile a minute. And
Yeah, that's true. That's another comedy you can always watch. Like,
Austin Powers.
No.
The
This
Naked Gun,
will be
yes.
like that. Where
Yeah,
you watch,
I could totally-
it'll be on
yeah.
TV and you'll spend 25 minutes watching.
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Like if you see it, you can kind of drop in at any point and you're immediately engaged and laughing. I thought it was. I think
They haven't made a comedy like that in a long time.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane produced it, I think.
Oh.
And you could kind of see some
Yeah.
of his fingerprints on some of the jokes and stuff there. I thought it was great. I hope we get more of them. The fact that it did well is a good sign. But that's the only comedy out of any of these. Like we had, and again, I would still call it a legacy movie in that it's relying on a name that has existed before, but it's the only fantastic. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 4 horrors.
Whores.
1, 2. Would you call it F1 action? I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic Four action, 5 action movies, and 1 comedy.
Yeah, comedy. It's just not. They're not getting made anymore.
Well, it's hard to make a movie that has a wide enough appeal in terms of who would find it funny and laugh to get box office. I mean, Happy Gilmore 2 was released on Netflix for God's sake.
Yeah.
Didn't get a theatrical release.
And that was huge budget, right? Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
insane. Like
Yeah.
I want to say 150 million. It's insane. It's like a Marvel movie. But
Fuck.
And I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did it.
Shit.
Well, that's the summer recap.
Yeah,
That's,
there we go.
Summer
We,
recap, so we're taking
we
a
did it.
huge
What was
piss.
your favorite out of those movies?
uh,
I guess 28 years later.
28
would
years
be-
later was my favorite. Yeah.
F1 was pretty good. Yeah, I think 28 years later.
F1 and
same.
28 years later.
I think 28
and
years later.
Ballerina.
And what was your
Ballerina's
least
good.
favorite? So my favorite's 28 years later.
My
and
least favorite might be Until Dawn.
Until
that
or
Fox?
Final Destination.
I think the opening sequence of Final Destination puts it
Saves it,
slightly
right?
above.
Yeah, Until Dawn's
Dawn.
the least one,
Yeah,
yeah.
Until Dawn, probably the one I like the least, and then 28 years later, the one I like the most.
Yeah.
And that is the summer recap.
Yeah, there you go.
We've
Thank
got
you.
a couple more movies we got to do, but that's the summer ones, and then we're gonna get right back into the thick of things. What are we seeing today again? Long walk.
The Long
Yeah,
Walk.
Looks pretty interesting.
Looks pretty good. We're gonna take a long walk and then a short drop and a sudden stop.
I gotta take a pee, so I'm gonna leave.
Okay,
Okay.
Dave's got to go. He's got to take a squirt. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. We
Thank
love
you.
you. Let us know what movies, like, what did you see? Did you like them? Do you agree? Obviously, we're idiots, so you don't have to say that part, but yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Com signing off. DJ.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. We'll see you later.
Okay, love you all.
Always wait front to back.
Stay golden.